Hello my loves and welcome back to Awaken with Tina. In this video, I wanted to share with you what happened on my birthday. So actually, I was just hitting my 30th birthday not so long ago, and I decided to spend the whole day and actually some days after that by myself in my own energy because there's a lot of things that were coming up and coming through for me, and I wanted to kind of have kind of like a open honest chit chat with you. So, if you're into these kind of things, grab your water. I have mine here. Grab your tea or whatever. And I wanted to share with you a little bit of what I've been experiencing because there was a moment during my 30th birthday where it was so powerful. And it all started, to be honest with you, it all started from me knowing intuitively, deeply, that this is going to be a life-changing time for me. And what I felt, honestly, is it's a rite of passage. I felt like I was transitioning into full-blown womanhood. And I felt like how we approach life is continually evolving as we evolve. And what was coming to me was this is really the age and the year where I'm fully stepping into who I am, stepping into what my contribution to the world is, and stepping into my true leadership. And this is really an important topic. And for those of you who've been feeling like there's something that has been brewing up in your life, there has been changes, I think you can really relate with this. Is for the longest time in my life, I feel like I was operating from a place of fear, right? And doubt and scarcity. And a lot of it growing up, I really feel like, coming from an abusive upbringing, I felt that I was always on edge and I had a lot of wounds when I was growing up. And of course, we worked through them, right? I definitely worked through a lot of them. We worked through them, we released them, but there's still that identity of the wounded child that gets kept inside each and every one of us. And for myself, I was operating from that wounded child place for many years in my life until I discovered how to master my energy, how to think and feel and operate from a higher consciousness, and that totally changed my life. And that's kind of the work that I devote to teaching and sharing today. So what I was feeling up until my 30th, there has been a huge shift in the way I see life. I choose to live life and I choose to walk life. And for those of you who've been like the OGs, who've been with me for like the longest time, you know that I've recently, or I say recently, but in August, I've gone through a whole rebranding. And a lot of that was coming from a place of deep alignment, or it was misalignment at the time, that I love sharing my knowledge, I love sharing my wisdom, I love helping people awaken to who they are. That is my passion. But I was doing it in a way that it wasn't allowing me to unfilteredly and unapologetically sharing from a place of my soul. And it was really eating me up inside because at the time people were just wanting tarot readings from me, card readings from me. Even though I love doing that, I made over, 2,000 something videos on that, probably more. But it was becoming like it's something that I do, it's something that I have to do, something that I show up to do. And it wasn't coming from a place of, this is the message that I really wanted to share with people. So for the longest time, I was feeling like I am putting a mask on, right? I am hiding behind that personality, that facade. And I had decided like that even though I was getting amazing views and people were like loving it and I enjoyed it, it didn't feel like I was unleashing my soul. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like I was coming from a place where like I can just share what is actually real going on right now. So it was becoming really clear to me that I wanted to start having high level conversations. I wanted to start having the deep conversations that people are not talking about on the internet, or maybe there's not enough people talking about the things that truly matters. When we don't understand what we were dealing with, we don't understand that a lot of the forces that are playing against us, we don't understand how we can grow and expand and move through that. And if we don't start having high level conversations with each other and ourselves, then how can we grow and evolve spiritually and also personally as human beings? So that's what I decided to do. I decided to devote my life and my work on awakening to who you truly are. And I had to take those steps myself. Right. So I went through a lot of these, oh my gosh, deep awakening, deep delayering. And it was so painful, guys. Like literally everything that I knew about myself was dissolving into like shreds, into pieces, into ashes. And what was happening during my transition leading up to this moment where I just turned 30 was I can no longer not hold back who I am. I can no longer not share what I'm about. I can no longer not speak and take a stand on what I really believe in. And like I said, I really believe in having deep level conversation, really tap into our wisdom, because what I really believe in is that every single one of us, we are wise AF. We are intuitive AF, and we have access to information, but we have so long forgotten how to do that because of conditioning, because of how we grew up, and because of the way the society works, that is not being focused on really exploring our true gifts. And I really wanted to have more conversations on that. And what I realized was there were a lot of the parts of me that wanted to crumble down, like wanted to phase out, wanted to die out, wanted to just walk away from. And if you've been following me on Instagram, which I highly recommend, you should follow me at Awaken with Tina if you enjoy our chat, because we have more, kind of like a daily deep convo on these things. And what was coming through was there's this layer of filter, there's this layer of what if I say the wrong things? People are gonna be upset. What if I show people who I truly am and they're gonna get offended? And all of these things. And what was really true to my heart is I don't want to work. I don't want to show up and be a worker. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I want to show up and live my life. I want to show up in the way that is most authentically me. And I came to a point where, it's not about doing things for money. It's about what is true in my heart. And this is something that I would show up for, even if no one is paying me a cent, even if I don't make another dollar for the rest of my life. Like, this is the conversations I want to have. These are the conversations that is true for me. And these are the stuff that I really believe in. So it came to a point where I reached that point. I reached that point where it's like, if I have to live in a tent, if everything gets taken away from me, who is that person? Who is that person? Who is Tina? So these are the conversations I was having with myself. Like, who am I really? If my work is about how can we delayer and show up as our true authentic self, I must really get to the bottom of who I truly am. And then what I realized when I was going down this path is that, my gosh, there's a whole woman, badass woman, wants to rise within me. I want to be seen as me, period. I want to be seen as me and who I am and, whatever, who I'm not. Like, I really don't care at this point. You know what I mean? It's like, how is it that we live our life caring about what people think, worrying about people's judgment, and worrying that we are misunderstood? That is actually a fear of mine. I've always constantly worried about, like, oh my gosh, what if I'm being misunderstood? What if people are taking it the wrong way? But like, it's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to show up 100% as me. And ever since I've been doing that, I've been attracting the most incredible humans in my my life and the most incredible opportunities in my life. I get connected with people who are like, oh my gosh, they are like connected with like Tony Robbins, people who want me to speak at their events, people want me to show up on their platforms. It's like, and it's crazy. And all I was doing is just sharing what I really believe in. So that's why whenever I work with my students and I work with my coaching clients, a lot of people who are attracted to my energy and wanting to work with me on that level are the people who here to want to activate their voice, who believe that they have something to share and they want to do it their way, And if I could tell you the number of people who actually quit their job when they met me, and maybe you're one of them, oh my gosh, let me know. It means so much to me. I just recently was on a call with two of my private clients, and both of them told me, like, Tina, I literally quit my job this year, and you really inspired me to do the things that I love, and I couldn't be happier. Like, they're traveling the world, they're doing what they love, they're helping people step into their power. Like, this is the work that we do, and this is the work that I do. This is the work that I stand for. So a lot of the times I am that guinea pig. A lot of the time I walk myself through that power, because what I believe in is self-leadership. What I believe in is that we have to be brave enough to really be who we are. Because who we truly are is this beautiful magnet where we can attract. I made a video on this. I'll link it down below where if you want to know how to like change your frequency to attract. I talked a little bit about that. But for my birthday, I really wanted a devotional ceremony that I am willing to walk away from anything and everything and anyone that is not in alignment with my highest self and my highest good, because I'm not here to do something for something. I am here to be me, like, period. I've reached a point where this is who I am. If I cannot express myself fully, I don't know if anything is worth it, right? I don't think I'll be truly happy. I don't think I can truly feel fulfilled. So that's what I wanted to do. And on my birthday, what was coming through, oh my gosh, guys, it was so beautiful. Like, I can't even, it was one of those moments where it was the most beautiful things that I have ever witnessed. I felt called to just, do some yoga that day. And when I was doing the yoga, I was listening to this song by Sam Garrett. And oh my gosh, I was literally breaking down into tears. I was breaking down into tears because at that moment in my heart, when I was doing this, in my heart, I felt this immense energy of love, unconditional love from the universe. And in that moment, flash into my vision, I saw the forest, the jungle, the animals. I saw the bears, the eagles, the owls. And the love and how much we are supported and how beautiful and abundant nature is and how harmonious that life is supposed to be. And here we are fighting over stupid stuff, having wars with each other, criticizing ourselves, being nasty to ourselves, being nasty to other people, judging ourselves, judging people, not doing things that bring us back to our truest nature, which is love, which is feeling at peace and feeling supported by everything, and this energy of oneness, this energy of being connected, interconnected as one. Because truly, us as a species, like, I don't know, when we're tuning into our true, if you're hurting, I'm not gonna be here and like, oh, I'm feeling great because you're hurting. I don't think that's my nature. I don't think that's our nature. If you're hurting, I feel it. I care. I care as much about you. Maybe you think that you're a stranger, but I care as much as, I care about you as the tree, the nature, the bear. And when is it that we have stopped caring? When is it that we stopped forgetting that we are all coming from the same source? We drink water. We eat, we roam through the world. Like, we have so much in common with these animals, and sometimes we just forget the connection that we have with nature. We are nature. Nature is us. We're a part of the ecosystem. So the energy that was coming through in that moment was bringing me to tears, and I felt love, but I also felt pain. I felt like, what are we doing? As humans, why are we creating so much hate and separation and judgment and criticism, while our truest nature is to love one another? And it was coming really clear to me, like, that is the most important thing in my life. Love. I stand by love. I am love. I support love. Love is the way. Love will always be the way. So whenever we feel like we're out of alignment, we are judging ourselves, we're being mean to ourselves, we're being mean to others, we're creating work, having arguments, can we walk ourselves back to love? Can we remind ourselves of our truest nature? That we care, that we love, that we desire peace, that we desire harmony in our life. And is that too much to ask? So there has been a lot of shifts in my internal world and external world, because they're all, mirror of each other, of devoting to this message, of realizing who we are and snap the F out of who we are not. When did it happen that we tune into greed, scarcity, hate? When did we buy into all of these things that are not us? Because when I work with my people, like, honestly, I've worked over like hundreds of students, and every single one of them, when we go through the exercises of really tuning in to your truest alignment, who you are, every single one of them feel the sense of ease, of peace, of love, of light, of happiness. No one feels like I'm in my highest alignment where I feel freaking hate and disgust and anger. That's not us. So there has been a lot of truth and awakening going on my side. And for my birthday, and I just feel different, I just feel different. I feel like the way that I want to share my content has to come from love, has to come from the heart, has to come from having really deep, high-level conversation to walk ourselves back to our truest nature, that we are wise, that we are intelligent, that we know, that we can trust, that we are supported, that we are in abundance. So the work continues, and I was getting the download to launch a whole new mastermind. That's the Rise Mastermind. And I felt like the energy of the phoenix rising within me, within a lot of the people that I'm working with. So calling in a lot of new energies into this mastermind has been mind-blowing for me. We've been really working into how we can create that environment where we can get to tune in to be who we are. And it's been such a journey, and we're on pre-launch right now. We haven't really announced it, but the beautiful humans who get to be in my Rise Mastermind, wow, the shifts that happens like this, the awakening, the realization, the walking ourselves back home, it happens from such a deep cellular level that when you are in this energy, your world changes, who you are changes, fear becomes not a thing. You understand that confidence comes from trust. You understand that you are always connected. And I'm just so honored to be walking this path for the next 12 months with my beautiful members in Rise. And for those of you who are interested in it, you can also just let me know on Instagram, DM me Rise, and I'll send you more information on our 12-month mastermind. It's a very intimate, high-level conversation that we get to meet live on Zoom, and we have courses that you have access to. But all of this energy comes from what is true and what is authentic for me. And the truest thing, this is the stuff that I care about. This is the work that I'm here to do. And there's no backing out. There's no backing up. I can't deny it any longer. And if you guys know a thing or two about astrology, you would know that actually when you reach your 30th year, that's when your sun sign, which is like, your main sign, like your sun sign, my sun sign Scorpio, is when it gets to be illuminated the most. Because remember, sun, right? Sun sign. So the sun, the bright, how you shine the most bright in the world gets to be illuminated, and the peak is at your 30th year. So me as a Scorpio, diving deep, not taking things at surface level. No, I want the depth. I want to go into the mysterious. I want to understand the things from the mysteries of life. I understand the laws of the universe and how it can work with us, and my gift is seeing. I'm a seer. I can see, I can feel, I know. And there's no denying that anymore. There's no backing out of that anymore. So there has been that energy of that phoenix rising within me. I did a transmission for my Rise mastermind called Phoenix Rising. Beautiful transmission, really soul awakening. And the work that we're here to do together, for those of you who follow me, and also new subscribers, hello, is we have to commit. We have to commit to ourselves. We have to devote to our greatness. How many years that you have walked this life, not you, in someone else's shoes, pretending that you're someone else, pretending that you don't matter, pretending that you're not deserving, or bought into the fact that you're not valuable. And how many more years are we willing to do that? How many more years are we willing to hide our intelligence or truth or genius? And I'm not for it. I don't want to waste another second in my life being someone I'm not. I'm just not here for it. Never, never again. I've done that already. Did not serve me. Did not bring me joy, happiness. So huge devotion from now on, and I'm really excited and honored that you guys are on this journey with me. And I would love to hear about what is it that you've been experiencing. Do you resonate with anything that I have shared? Are you going through something similar? I would love to get to know you. I would love to have high level conversations with you, because with depth we will find the truth. We will rise from that place. I love you. If you want more information, more videos, link in the description. And I know that you'll enjoy this video that I had a chit chat on as well. I'll talk to you soon.